Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Tony. I gotta lose weight, and this is my vlog. Alright guys, welcome back. It's Wednesday. That means we're exercising. And for me, that means I'm in the pool. Man, it's like after 4 o'clock on Wednesday. It's been a busy day. And I've just been in the office all day. I've been inside all day, and it's really nice to be out here in the pool. And so whatever you got to do for 15 minutes, walk in place, jump on the treadmill, ride your recumbent bike, do the rowing machine, jump in your own pool, walk around the block, go take a walk at the local mall. I don't know, what am I leaving out? How are you exercising today? But let's get it done for 15 minutes. I got the timer set on the old iPhone over there. It will go off in 15 minutes. And I'm using these were sent to us by a viewer on our cruising channel. And basically what I do with these, when I tread water, I kind of do like butterflies. So if you see me bobbing up and down, I'll go back here and demonstrate. So I'm kind of doing one of these kind of deals. But the goal for me, just a very simple tread water for 15 minutes. This is a lot easier than the juggling. And I thought it might be fun to talk about my weight journey throughout life. We all have that weight journey. Some of us have struggled with our weight since we were kids. Some of us have had this problem since we were adults. Some of us have medical conditions. We all get here in a different way. But we're all here together. We're all trying to lose a little weight. And so let me tell you my story a little bit. I started out fairly thin kid. Like when I was little, I would go through these phases. Seems like one year I'd be a little chunk monk, and the next year I'd be bone skinny. And I just remember very specifically, there would be times where my mom would have to get me husky jeans. And I didn't like it. I'm like, oh, I don't want the husky jeans, Mom. I want the skinny jeans. But it wasn't a big deal. And I made it to high school. I went through puberty, and I shot up between my freshman and my sophomore year. I think I grew 6 inches that year, and I arrived at kind of my height now, 6'1". And when I was in high school, I weighed about 180 pounds. So that kind of had me kind of svelte, kind of had me, looking right. And so in high school, I was not too out of whack, but I took a job at Burger King, fast food. And sometimes I could be a little bit of an overachiever. And at Burger King, I quickly became like in the management program there. And the cool thing about being in the management program at Burger King, free fast food. Now, I've had a lifelong obsession and love with fast food. When I was in the 3rd grade, every tooth that I lost was in a steak burger at Steak and Shake. My mom used to take me out when I had a loose tooth, and we tried to get that sucker out eating a steak burger. Love White Castles, love Taco Bell. You name it, I love it from a fast food perspective. And so there I was at Burger King, able to eat all the food that I wanted. And that's when eating just became kind of a sport for me. I would eat when I was hungry, and then I would eat when I just wanted a chicken sandwich, just because I could. That's a challenge too, even in today's day and age, when my major occupation, my major fun, my vocation and vacation is going on cruise ships. And if you know anything about cruise ships, you can eat all the time, and it doesn't cost you any extra, which means it's a lot more palatable. I'm gonna sneak up here. I'm gonna try to brighten it up a little bit. I look pretty dark. Let's see if I can get a little more light on us. Keep moving. I don't really have a way to tell how long we've been going, so I'm just gonna jabber until the whole thing ends. Oh, I don't know that I can change this on the fly. All right, I'll be back. Hold on. All right, we're back. I don't know if you can see me any better, but still moving. Yeah, so after I left Burger King, I went and took a job at the Opryland Hotel. And at the Opryland Hotel, I worked at a fine dining restaurant. And what was cool is every night, I don't know if this is cool, I don't know if it's actually that ethical, but we would trade things from the specialty liquor cart in the front of the house with the chefs in the back of the house for some really good food. I'm talking steak every night. I'm talking escargot. I'm talking great desserts. So we were well fed there. But during all this time, what was fortunate is that I was pretty active. I played tennis in high school. I played tennis after high school, juggled, moved around a lot, and so the weight didn't really catch up to me, even though I was piling in a lot of unhealthy food. And so fast forward through life, you know how it goes. Eventually I got out of those jobs where I was on my feet all day, walking around, and I took a job working on computers, and I didn't really change my eating habits. So I changed my moving around habits, but I didn't change my eating habits. And so yeah, I was sitting at a desk all day, powering through the regular Coca-Cola, eating chips, and then eating fast food for lunch. And that's when the weight really started to pile on. I found the more that I worked, especially in IT where you're kind of on call 24/7, I was never really making any time to exercise. And so, yeah, that's when the weight started piling on. And then marriage does it to you also. After Jenny and I got married in 2003, there was a huge level of comfort that came with being together. And not only do we like to hang out and do fun things, but one of the things we like to do together is eat a good meal. And so there you go. So really, if you go back to when I was 18, I weighed about 180 pounds. Fast forward, I guess, to 2008, which is almost, what is that? If you go 89, that's 11 and 13. You go forward 20 years, and it's just been a gradual climb into the 300 pound range. 2008, I weighed 340 pounds. Jenny and I joined, my wife and I joined Weight Watchers and managed to lose about 80 pounds each. 2008 was my low mark again. I got down to about 259. Yeah, 259. Back into a size 36 pants, 2XL shirt, and going in the right direction. Big truck passing by. Going in the right direction, but the big thing that derailed me there, that I think derails a lot of people, is I got injured. I was playing basketball on a vacation, and I fell and I cracked my rib. We joined the Y, been working out, and then all of a sudden that came to a stop. No more exercise. And I tell you what, sometimes when you're in pain, you just want to feel better. And I find that food, often in my mind at least, makes me feel better. And so part of my rehabilitation was to eat a lot. And slowly and gradually, probably took 2 or 3 good years to get back up to that 340 pounds. And then, we've gone through some cycles where we've tried to lose weight together. We went down from 330 back down to 300 as we got ready for a cruise, 100 days to Havana. And then we did it again, 15 weeks to thinner cruising, got down close to 300. And then the pandemic hit, and the pool wasn't open yet, and all we did was sit in the house, go on fast food runs, and I was able to climb all the way back up into the 370s. That's the highest I've ever been, but analyzing it, all I've done is just sat around, made videos, and ate food. So it's a new day. That's kind of my journey. None of it seems purposeful. You just put one day after the other, and your clothes don't fit as well, and you can't move as well, and you can't breathe as well, but you chalk it up and say, well, I'll do that another day, or I'll make a better choice tomorrow. When the reality is everything that you're pushing off till tomorrow is it's affecting you tomorrow, and it becomes harder and harder when you keep putting it off. So excited that we are here today, excited that we're getting some exercise. What is your weight loss journey? How are you doing? How are you doing with this 15 minutes? Are you getting some steps in? Leave a comment below. So yeah, I'm gonna take a second, I'm gonna tread some water, and be back in just a second as I catch my breath. Let me go back here and tread some water. It's pretty good resistance, these things here. Plus it's hard to see, but I'm kicking my legs like a maniac. I'm a maniac on the floor. Flashdance, anybody know that one? Whew. Wednesday, hump day. Have you had a good week so far? A couple days away from the weigh-in. Are you guys like me? Are you tempted to eat really crappy on Monday and Tuesday because you're like, oh, I can make it up. I can make it up later in the week. That's a trap I try to fall into that I gotta talk myself out of. How many of you guys ate bad on Monday? I did. Not the best strategy. Have you made out any goals? Like, have you made out any visions, any dreams? It's simple stuff, but like for us, we've been talking this week. We've got some friends, you're probably out there, Robin and Geir Mikkelsen over in Norway. And they're gonna go on a new cruise ship out of Barcelona next year. And they're like, hey, you should come over to Barcelona. Man, when you're big, it's just not that easy. I tell you what, I survived the 2 13-hour plane trips to China, and it was hard. I had to buy an extra seat, and even in the extra seat, it wasn't comfortable, and my legs hurt. I wasn't walking around enough. And so any of this international travel sounds tricky, but you know what I want to do the most? I want to go to Spain. I think that would be a wonderful trip to go to Barcelona, to cruise the Mediterranean, and the only thing that's holding me back, it's not time, it's not finances. The only thing that's holding me back is the size of my body. And think about that. I live in Florida. Probably one of the best times to go to a theme park is now because they're half full. They're making people protect themselves. It would be a great time to go get in line, ride all those rides at Universal. It's not time, it's not money. It's the size of my body. Yeah, it's frustrating, and you know, I keep doing it to myself. And so I guess those are the things I need to remind myself of. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the reminder comes until after you've done the bad thing, until after you've indulged, and then you're like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that, because now I'm screwing up my ability to get on an airplane and go to Europe, or mess up my ability to go ride a ride. I think the thing that's frustrating is, you know, it's going to take a long time, and I guess you just got to settle into that. Let's say 2 pounds a week. That's a good thing to lose. 2 pounds a week. If you do that every week for 50 weeks, you lost 100 pounds. And all of us who are heavy would love to lose 100 pounds, but we don't want to invest 50 weeks. I get it. I don't want to invest 50 weeks either. I want to diet this week. I want to watch what I eat this week. I want to exercise for 30 minutes this week. And then I want to be 100 pounds lighter. It's not reality, but it's discouraging, right? So I don't know. I don't know what the fix is for that. How do you guys focus on the long game? How do you guys get your mind right for a 1-year endeavor? People that have worked on it for a year, worked on it for half a year, what do you do? Is it just getting up every day and just focusing on that day, or what do you do for the long term? I do need to maybe just put some stuff on a board and say, look, I want to go to Europe. I want to go to the theme park. But I've done that before, and it doesn't always work. So I don't know. It's a tough challenge, and I'm assuming I'm not the only one with that challenge, the immediacy challenge. What do you do to get over that? I'm gonna do how about a little show for you? I can go in circles. Looks like it's gonna rain here. Can you guys still see me? It feels so dark. Come back. It feels so dark. Hey guys, what's up? Whew. Look, I know one of the reasons that we rented this house was specifically for the pool and primarily for exercise, and so it's completely worth it. Let me just say that. Not super hot today. The pool's actually kind of cold. I think it's only like 72 degrees. It was a little bit chivalrous when I got in. Is that a word? I was chilly when I got in it, but I feel good now that I'm doing my butterflies. Oh. That's it, guys. We hit the 15 minutes. I forgot that I started the recording over when I made it more light. All right. How about that? Whew. Whew. Should we turn it off or just let it beep? That's the sound, guys. That's the sound of getting it done. I hope you guys are getting it done out there. What exercise did you do? Please leave a comment below. My name's Tony. I gotta lose weight. And this is my vlog. See you on the next one. See you Friday, chapter 2 of the book.